I think that the blogs are especially good for our use of technology because it makes it easy for us to meet our writing requirement that we need in the class, but it's also fun and we get to write it on interesting topics, and it's cool to see other people's work too. Website that was in like a French website, and then you could look at all of them because it kind of made you get more involved in French culture.
Yeah.
And then you could read everyone else's and look at all the websites, and even just looking for what website you were actually going to pick, you wound up going through a bunch of them. So you wound up actually learning a lot more, and it was interesting to just kind of see French websites and stuff like that.
I think that kind of provided like easy access to French culture because like obviously we can't go to France, but that was as close of like you kind of get access to that and like a simulation of what it's like because you start thinking in French when you're looking at French websites and you start like kind of seeing like the different points of view, and I think that's a good tool to have.
I think that being able to use other visuals like iMovie and podcasts, it has you think in a different way than just how you could express something on paper and in words, because then you're able to incorporate not only maybe you speaking, but you have visuals and music, and I think it adds a lot to the presentation.
Alex?
I think recording ourselves speaking on the iPods helps us, especially helps me find out where my French is flawed.
And improve it, hopefully.
I think our use of iPods and the microphones for like speaking events has actually helped us for like our fluency, and it kind of makes us think. So it's kind of helped us out a lot.
Anything that makes you think is a good thing.
Languages, a lot of people like to use them for their service projects and English presentations because then you're able to do things like record books on tape. And I know that people are doing that and then bring them to the elementary schools. So not only does that create a bond between the high schoolers and the middle schoolers, but it allows us to be able to utilize technology.
Well, for our final exams, he has us sing our part, recording it into the iPods, and it lets him hear us individually without actually like putting us through the stress of singing individually. So.
Right, not one at a time. How many people are in your choral group?
Oh, over 100, I think. Yeah.
Did you live through an era where there were no iPods to be?
Yeah.
And so you had to do it one on one by one by one by one?
We had tape recorders. That was really.
Oh, back.